do some practice questions on list and on tuples, which I have taught you in previous classes also. So there are top-notch 30 questions here. So one by one, we will practice it. Then in next lecture, we will come with a new topic, dictionary. So there are some questions like you can see the first question. Create a list of 5 fruits and print it. It is a very simple question. Let's go on our VS Code. Then make another separate file. List desktop. So we have to make a list. So I have taught you earlier that if we have to make any list, so it will be enclosed within a square bracket. Like the question is said that create a list of 5 fruits and print it. So take whenever as fruits and this is fruit names. Like takes 5 fruit names as your wish. Like apple, banana, mango, in olives, mango, grapes, and one more like papaya. I hope you all clear this. Something mistake has done here. Papaya. So the question is said that create list of 5 fruits and print it. So then we have to print the fruits. Variable name fruits. Here you can see the output. The output is this apple, banana, mango, grapes, and papaya. I hope you all clear. Let's move to second question. Print the first and last element of the list. So in this we have to use that indexing method also. So we go to again VS Code, then comment it out, then move to our next question. Print the first and last element of the list. So let's take this example. Let's take same example for this. We have to print fruits first and last element of list. So print fruit at first means 0 element, here is 0. Then we have to print the last element. So I have taught you earlier that indexing starts from 0 but end with n minus 1. So if the indexing start from left hand side, so it will start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. If we see the indexing from the backward side, so it will start from -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. This is the first element. For last element, we will use here -1. Then we have to execute the program. You can see that apple is the first element in the fruits variable name. Apple is the first element and papaya is the last element. It means the question said that print the first and the last element of the list. Here is a complete list as a name of fruits and apple is the first element and papaya is the last element. I hope you all clear this. So let's comment it and move to next question. Find the length of a list. If so, we have to find the length of the list. I have told also that if we have to find the length, so we will use len function. If we have to find any maximum number, so we will use max. If we have to find any minimum number, so we will use minimum, minimum, and any minimums. So we will go again to VS Code. Let's take same example. Why are we wasting our time? Let's take same example and comment it. Then in this question we have said that find the length of the list. So we will print for length. I have told you earlier that print take len function. then the variable name. So the output will be 5 because the list contains 5 elements. Hope you can see here the output is 5. I hope that you must all clear. Move to my next question. I will not practice you all the question. You take the screenshot and practice with yourself. If you may face any problem, kindly DM or comment down. Then I will make separate video for this also. So let's take an example that 7 question. Remove the last element using pop function. I have told you earlier that pop function is most important. It will remove the last function from the list. So let's take an example. Let's take a same example because wasting our time is not much better. So we have to pop the function. Then we will so dot pop function parenthesis is most important. Then we will print the variable name fruits. We have to run and execute. You can see here the 4 elements are printed, but the last element papaya is not printed. Instead of 5 elements, there is printing only 4 elements because I have using here a pop function. So what does pop stand? Pop means it will remove the last element of the list. So I hope you all clear. You can see here the last element is pop. So move to my next question. Like let's take example question number 10. I've told you earlier that maximum or minimum. If there is a maximum, we will use max function, and if there is a minimum, so we will use min minimum. So here the question is telling us that find the maximum and the minimum element in the list. So we will go to our VS Code again. Then let's take an example like num is equal to make a list like 1, 3, 4, 5. I've taken some random numbers. You can take any number. So for maximum, we will use max and the variable name num. For minimum, firstly I am telling you that max function only. Shift hash, we have commented. So for this, you can see that here the output is 9. In this num list, you can see that there is the numbers, some numbers 1, 3, 5, 8, 6, 9. But 9 is the largest or the maximum number. So that's why it is printing 9. If I will comment this, if I will comment this and uncomment thing. So in this I have written print max. So here I have to change it into minimum. So the output will be differ. You can see here the output is 1 because in the given num list the minimum or the lesser value is 1. You can see there if I will uncomment both, you can see the output is 9 and 1 because the maximum number in this list is 9 and the minimum number in this list is 1. I hope you must all clear this. Move to next question. Let's take one more example from the list questions. Like there 13 question. You see that find the sum of element in the list. Let's take some elements. Number like numbers is equal to make a list 10, 20, 30. You can take any example. I have taken random examples. Then we have to print the sum of elements. So we will use the sum function. I have told you earlier that also. If you not got it, please go to my previous videos and watch, then come here. So we will use sum function, then the variable name numbers. In this case, the output will be printed into the form of sum, means addition of these 4 elements. The output will be 100. Why? Because we have done the use the sum function. That's why it will give the output 100. So I hope you must all clear from the list topic. So kindly take the screenshot of this page. If you may face any problem in any questions, kindly without any problem, please DM me. Then I will make another video for it. So move to tuples. So let's take an easy example. I have earlier also told that tuple is enclosed within a parenthesis, or you know that parenthesis. So let's take first example also. I will not taught you all the examples. You must try with yourself also. If you face problem, then I will make separate video. But you have to practice with yourself also. So let's make another separate file for tuple practice.py. Like the first question is, move to my slide. Like the first question is telling that create a tuple of 5 number and print it. So again, this is a very easy question. So like take a number, we have to make a tuple. So use parenthesis. Like any number you can take. I am taking random numbers. Then we have to print the numbers. So you can go. You are saying that the output is 10, 20, 40, and 16. Here the variable name is number, and we have made a tuple with 4 elements, and we have printed the variable numbers. Then move to next question. Like let's take example, find the length of a tuple. I have earlier told you that if we have to find the length of a tuple, then we have to use that length function. As same as similar, in which list we have used that length function, max function, minimum function, sum function, average function. Those must be included in list and tuple. Both are similar, but the difference is in list we will use the square brackets, and in tuple we will use the parenthesis. So let's take example, if we have to print the length of the element, so we'll use the length function, then the output will be same differ, it will tell the length of the element, print you length numbers. I have done a mistake here. uh, Print the output and execute. You can see there the output is 4 because the length of the element is 4. I hope you all clear. Move to my next question. Like 20th question is, find the index of 20 in a tuple. It is telling that find the index value of 20 where 20 lies in the tuple list. Let's take an example. Like here 20 is there. So we have to find the index of 20, at which index value it is representing. We know that indexing start from 0, 0, 10 is at 0, 20 is at 1, 40 is at 2, and 60 is at 3. But we don't know at which index value 20 is representing. So we will use the index function, print numbers dot index, and which index, which element name, 20. So it will tell the index value, which is 1. You can see here the output is 1. If you have to print the index value of 60, the output will be different, means 3. You can see here the output is 3. I hope if you have to find the index value, then you will use the index function. So move to next question, like take example of convert a list into a tuple or concatenate two tuples. Firstly, we will do the convert a list into a tuple because this is the most important question. Move to VS Code again. Convert a list into a tuple. So comment it out. Then make a list and take some numbers. I have taken random numbers and take another variable name as numbers. We have to convert a list into a tuple. So we'll use the tuple symbol. Tuple. Which variable we have to convert in tuple? List. Then we have to print the numbers. You can see here, this is the most important thing in this to differentiate between the list and tuple. You can see here in the given list variable element, I have taken here list. Wait for a minute. I have taken here list. You can see here list is included within a square brackets, but the output is coming in the parentheses. That's why the question is saying that convert a list into a tuple. You know that list is enclosed within a square bracket, whereas tuple is enclosed within the parentheses. So I hope you must all clear that how to convert list into tuple and tuple into list. If there is a question like convert tuple into list, so we will include here the question will be different. We will use the parenthesis here, and here if we have to convert tuple into list, so here we will use list function. I hope you must all clear. Let's take an example and do it for you. Let's We have to create tuple. Here we have to convert into a list. So something error is there. Wait for a minute. Uh, we have to do here lst for this because both are going to same. You can see here in this question, I have made a tuple with parenthesis and the output is coming into a list because in this question I have formed a element from tuple to a list. Here is a tuple and the output is coming into a list. So this is the similar question as like 24. Convert a tuple into list. So the output is this. I have created a variable name as lst. It is a tuple and I have created into a list function. So I hope you must all clear. Let's take one more example for today's session. If you may face any problem, kindly comment down for that question and I will made a separate video for it. Let's take a one more example which is most important. Swap two variables using tuple unpacking. This is the most important question. So let's comment it out. Let's comment it out. Here the question is saying that swap two variables using unpacking. So let's take two variable a is equal to 10, b is equal to 20. We have to swap the variables. So a comma b is equal to b comma a. If we have to swap a number, then the variable a or variable b is equal to variable b and a. We have to swap number, then we have to print parenthesis comma a. For b we have to use B. Hope you all see the output here. A is equal to 20, b is equal to 10. You see that in starting I have uses a is equal to 10 and b is equal to 20, but after swapping the output get changed. A is equal to 20 and b is equal to 10. I hope you must all clear. Firstly, take the screenshot of the list question. There are top 15 important or the basic questions for you. Top 15 question. Please take the screenshot of this. I hope you have taken the screenshot of this, and at the next take the screenshot of 15 tuple, most important 15 tuple question also. So I hope you have taken the screenshot for this. So in next